The Department of Campus Recreation uses When to Work to schedule all of its student employees. When you are added to When to Work, you will receive an email with a temporary username and password. You will use this information to log in for your first time. Once you log in, you will be prompted to update your username and password. Make sure you choose a username and password that you will remember. Once you log in, this is what your home screen will look like. Across the top are tabs that will take you to several different pages. The list down the middle of this screen is the exact same as the tabs across the top. You can use either of these options to navigate through When to Work. The first thing you should do is click on the Info tab and verify that your phone number is correct. Please also make sure that you check the button that says All Employees Can See My Phone. This step is important so that all other employees can get a hold of you via phone if they need to. Next, verify that your email address is correct. If you received the initial sign-on email, it should be correct, but double-check just to be sure. Next, click on the Edit Email, Texts, and Notifications. Here, you will click the Edit button. Under Email Address, make sure that Use as My Reply To is selected. This ensures that you will receive all When to Work notifications into your clemson.edu email. These notifications will include things like when you are added to the schedule, if you have a shift that has changed, or a new shift has been added to the trade board. Under Select Notifications, you can customize the information you want to receive from When to Work. You should make sure that Forward My When to Work messages, Publishes Schedule / Sends Reminder, and Changes My Published Shift are all checked and active. At this time, you can select any other notification you may also wish to receive. Go ahead and click Save and close out of both of these screens. Before you leave this information screen, make sure you click Save to save any of your edits. The next important step in setting up your account is adding your availability preferences by clicking on the Preferences tab or choose Times I Prefer to Work. Here, you will click the button to set your repeating weekly preferences. These repeating preferences could be things like your class schedule or shifts you work at another job. On this screen, you will use the paintbrush tool to enter your preferences. Each area supervisor may have different specifications on how to paint your preferences, so be sure you're aware of these before you begin this process. To enter your schedule, you will click on the colored paint button you wish to use. Prefer working, dislike working, no preferences, or cannot work. Depending on which one you click on, your cursor will become that color. You will then click and drag the paint roller to create your preferences. Once you have your schedule the way that you want it, click Save. This is a screen that you will come to whenever you need to update your preferences. If you need to make any changes to your schedule or your preferences, please make sure that you communicate these with your supervisor. Another option that some supervisors may have you use is the Time Off function. You will select the start date you want to request off, and if you are requesting more than one day, you can enter the number of days and then make a comment about why you are requesting time off. Once all the information has been entered, go ahead and click the Request Time Off button. Remember, these are just requests and must be done far enough in advance to allow for proper shift coverage. Not all program areas use this function, so be sure to check with your supervisor before requesting time off. Once a schedule has been published, you can view the shifts that you have been assigned to by clicking on the Schedule tab. You can view this by the week or by the month. You can also print a copy of your schedule from this page. If you have been assigned to a shift and want to see if you can get it covered by a coworker, you can utilize the trade board. Click on My Shifts on the Trade Board tab, and you can see all the shifts that you have upcoming. Find the shift that you wish to trade or drop, and select it. Here you can also add a comment about why you want to trade it. Go ahead and post it, and this will take you to the trade board. On this page, there is a key that shows you that green shifts are trade only, blue is drop only, and purple means that you are okay to trade or drop your shift. You can only pick up shifts for your assigned program area. For example, a Welcome Center assistant cannot pick up a climbing wall specialist shift. If you want to pick up someone else's shift, you can click on it and then click Pick Up This Shift. If you wish to trade a shift, simply click on the shift below and click OK. The person's shift which you are requesting to trade or pick up will then approve the trade. Some additional tools which you should be aware of in When to Work are the messaging option, which you can use to email coworkers within When to Work. These messages will be forwarded to your email as well. The Staff tab will show you all the student employees that are currently on staff. On Now will show you who is currently working, and On Later will show you who is working later in the day. Occasionally we will also use the bulletin function to communicate important information or announcements such as sign-ups for RecFest or the Fall Banquet. At this point, your When to Work account should be set up and ready for use throughout the semester. Again, please refer to any additional directions given to you by your direct supervisor on how to use When to Work.